Indeed, that's correct. We'll get to the handwriting issue in a moment. But initially, we performed a digital forensic examination of the paper document. He hit a key and an enlarged view of the page materialized on the screen. Hidden among the paper threads, a series of minuscule dots, invisible without magnification, became visible. These are printer tracking codes. Numerous color laser printers insert tiny yellow dots that encode the device's serial number, along with the exact date and time of the print job. Ashley's jaw dropped in shock. By decoding these dots, we established that this page was produced precisely 6 months earlier. That's odd, I remarked with a chilling grin. How could an agreement allegedly executed 3 years back be on paper that only came off the printer 6 months ago? Then I stated deliberately and precisely. Put differently, this paper was created 6 months in the past. I glanced from my dad to my mom and at last to Ashley. And I can pinpoint precisely why you abruptly required a fake version 6 months ago. My dad's complexion grew pale. 6 months back, grandmother reached out to you and mentioned, my career is at last settling down. I might head back home shortly. Right. I went on. You became alarmed. Up to that point, you'd been unlawfully living in Mandy's property and regarding it as Ashley's, relying solely on informal assurances. But as soon as grandmother returned and reviewed the ownership documents, your deceptions would come to light. Therefore, you quickly manufactured paperwork to provide yourself some lawful protection. That's untrue. But had you requested my signature, your scheme would have fallen apart. Instead, Ashley imitated my penmanship and faked the sign-off, backdating it to 3 years prior. Correct. My dad gripped his skull and let out a moan. I'd struck the truth. Over those 3 years, they'd acted freely as they wished, banking on grandmother's absence. Yet the instant they learned of her possible return, they grew frantic and hastened to produce false proof. That haste caused their critical error. Lawyer Watson continued relentlessly. Based on the expert script evaluation, this autograph aligns with Miss Ashley Thompson's writing style at a 99% likelihood. This amounts to obvious counterfeiting of a sealed personal record. Moreover, Miss Thompson wrongly asserted she was Mandy's authorized representative and pulled out $1 million from Mandy's funds, claiming it was for upkeep expenses on the holiday residence. That qualifies as deception and misappropriation. Deception. Ashley started trembling violently. Jail. This isn't happening. Father, do something. You were the one who insisted that if we just antedate it, everything would be okay. You fool. Be quiet, my dad yelled. But it was much too delayed. Law enforcement has already been informed, Lawyer Watson declared evenly. Miss Thompson, legal action will be initiated against you right away. No. Ashley clutched her skull and broke into sobs. Father instructed me to handle it.
I can't tell all in the short story. For the full story, link below.